The state Republican Party has filed an ethics complaint against Governor Steve Bullock over his use of Montana Highway Patrol officers for security when he campaigns for president. But as MTN's Mike Dennison reports, the governor had already taken steps to head off the criticism and controversy over his state security detail.
When Governor Bullock traveled to Iowa to kick off his presidential campaign in mid-May, he had his usual security detail of 2 Montana Highway Patrol officers. We reported then that the State Justice Department pays the bill for Bullock's security, whether he's campaigning or not. Within the next 2 weeks, a Republican Political Action Committee and the state GOP criticized the Democratic governor for campaigning on the public dime. And Republican Attorney General Tim Fox notified the governor that Highway Patrol officers would no longer accompany Bullock on campaign trips. And finally, last Friday, State GOP Chairman Don Kaltschmidt filed a formal ethics complaint with the State Political Practices Office, saying Bullock is violating the law by using state resources to campaign. But as of 2 weeks ago, the governor amended his security agreement with the Justice Department and said going forward his presidential campaign will pay any incidental expenses incurred by a security detail while he campaigns. Those include travel, lodging, and meal expenses. The governor's office says it does not include the officers' salaries because that cost will be paid anyways no matter what the governor is doing. Bullock's office also says it has asked the State Commissioner of Political Practices for an advisory opinion to make sure the arrangement meets state law. The Commissioner's office confirmed Monday it has received the ethics complaint and the governor's request, but had no further comment. We also asked if the governor's presidential campaign planned to reimburse the state for any incidental security costs incurred before the new agreement took effect. They said no, because that activity was under the old agreement, which says justice decides when to provide the security and pays for it. Governor Bullock was in Helena Monday at a meeting of the State Land Board and for a news conference on a mine cleanup project, but on Tuesday he heads out for Washington, D.C., New York, and Iowa on another presidential campaign trip, and state security will be with him. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Governor Bullock is one of 24 Democrats vying for the presidential nomination in 2020.